He seems glad someone understood what he was going for. But right as he's getting distracted, you hear a malevolent hiss from behind the fence.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you!
Right on. Well, let me turn them. I also heard the music in this game is really good. Now, I'm guessing based on the name of this game, although I don't know very much, that it's kind of going to be like a Dance Dance Revolution rhythm game of some kind. Maybe it's going to be like Parappa the Rappa, for those of you who remember the PlayStation Classic. So, you know, get your dancing shoes on. You know, Caseyana, get your tap shoes on. And yeah, let's boogie our way through this thing. All right, let's dive into the chat requested game for Wednesdays, Disco Elysium. So our options here are Thinker, which looks like we would be able to be pretty high in like how capable we are with our bodies, and really high with our intellect, but low when it comes to like our psyche and our physique. Then archetype Sensitive, very psychological, a magnetic personality, but unstable. Might begin to lose their mind. That kind of sounds fun to me. We'd be high when it comes to our psyche and high when it comes to our physicality, but we'd be low in other areas. And then we've got Physical. Extremely physical, interacts with the world through his body, gets things done, but dumb as a rock. I'm leaning toward Sensitive. Sensitive to me sounds like the most like fitting for like how I would want to play through the game. Yeah? All right. Let's do Sensitive. I'm not going to create my own because I don't know very much about this game. I'm just going to let them kind of... Oh, Casey Yana. I'm not sensitive, okay? My character is just sensitive. Sensitive is what Ethan was lacking. Yeah, Ethan would have been physical. For sure. Just like smashing shit and like being completely like out of touch with empathy or other people's like emotions. That was my take on him, at least. All right, we'll do that one. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their dress. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever.
Ancient reptilian brain.
Never, ever.
Yeah, I can move my head to the other side of the screen. Yeah, this'll work. All right, so we'll do 1.
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Okay.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
No ex-wives are contained within it. All right, this is great. Give me more time. What was that about the X something? Give me some more time. Okay.
You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing.
All right. How about you cough up some more of that sweet oblivion?
Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
Ooh, a little Doctor Who Alonzi action. I want to get off now. I like pain and burning light and wanting things from the people who don't want to give them to me. Sweet oblivion. Alright. I gotta go with my Doctor Who instinct here. We're gonna go with Alonzi.
Alright, nothing down to fuck all, borough.
Return trip to the silence, please. Let's visit the ancient Zero home. Look, there's I am tired of being this type of animal, and who gives a shit? This game's already very intriguing to me, because I don't really, I don't really know what the hell's going on already. Zero home?
Great choice, Elder One. It has always been like this, and it always will.
Don't stop. Keep singing. Sing me the song of death. Wait, no! I need to belittle myself instead. I'm going with 2 because that's very me.
Do you really?
Don't be naive, of course not. I want to sail the inky blackness until forever ends. Or, I do, let me off. 2.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
What the fuck?
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
Inland Empire. Wait. I did this to myself? Tell me, what's waiting for me? I don't care. I'm an idiot. A brave idiot. Blustery. Me trying to figure out which option ends this convo. Yeah, I can turn the game volume up. Thanks. I don't want to overdo it. Alright, let's try it here. I'm curious. Let's find out what's waiting for us. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Whoops. Oh well.
A sensation.
I clicked the wrong one on accident. Can I go up and try again? No.
Like a fly
Oh well.
to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Yeah, this is starting to feel like a game that we could have played on Mondays.
You can take it. You're a champion.
Mother, help me. There's a head attached to my neck and I'm in it. Please, no, I changed my mind. Take me back to the formless, disembodied nothing. No, I am not scared. I am a champion. That clears a lot up. 3. I'm not scared, I'm a champion. 3? Okay.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Who am I? Oh, sorry. Help! Someone! Cut my head off! It's trying to murder the rest of me. I'm actually going to turn the game down a little bit. Hold on. We want to go with number 3 on this one?
every streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Did you all not say 3 and I just saw an old... I think I just saw an old chat. Oh well. Pretty good looking guy. Okay, hold tab to highlight. All right. Yeah, let's get some pants on our guy. There we go. Let's get a jacket on too. Is that our tie hanging from the fan?
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world.
All right, so do we want to grab the tie? And I don't know what these things mean yet, like save our fare. It's a white, yeah. Like I think we're gonna have to learn the system of this game. I want to freaking leave the tie as a demon. Do we make ourselves too sensitive? Yeah, we are a little sensitive. We are a little sensitive. Do we want to try to grab the tie? Leave the tie. We ain't stuffed. Do we want to interact with the... we ain't stuffy. Do we want to interact with the ceiling fan in any other way? What else is there to do in here? Oh, I think we have to make a decision first. Let's hear. We can probably come back to that. The magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. This reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door. The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Did I break it with my own hands?
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What did this then?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Let's assess the size of the impact.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. Like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend.
Right on.
Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
Maybe it wasn't me. I should go and get that shoe. I don't need it. I don't need anyone. Our character is kind of a mess. I am curious about it maybe not being me.
You mean someone else took your shoe off and smashed the window with it?
Okay, all right. I think they're I think they're making a pretty good point here. We probably want the shoe. We probably want the shoe.
The cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
We've been drinking. What even is this thing?
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
I like these options. Okay, so we don't recognize ourselves. That's kind of freaky. Number 2. All right, number 2.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
This game is rad. I don't care, still wipe the mirror. Maybe I should touch it first. Make sure there's nothing wrong with my face. Better not to know. Leave. Blustery day, what do you think? Are we so handsome that we want to try to see if we're handsome? What do we think? 2, 1. I mean, all right. I think I'm gonna go with I actually like the idea of touching. I'm trying to think of like what I would do. I'm gonna touch. Let's touch our face first.
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it.
How bad could it be?
Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
An upholstery of alcohol. All of the options are awesome, dude. Literally my face right now minus the alcohol. In real life, what I would probably do is I'd probably touch my nose. Are we gonna go insane if we see ourselves? At least my tongue is okay. Touch your tongue. I don't want this guy's hands anywhere inside of his own mouth at all. This guy's gross. I'd probably go 1, 3, or 4. What do we think? I'm not touching my tongue. I'm not touching my tongue. What would he do? So far, I have no idea what this guy would do. 4?
Behold.
Yeah, our character also is prone to going crazy according to the start of the game.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Every option is good. Every option is so good, too.
It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
That's so good. Wow. Wow, every option is so strong. I'm going to love this game, I think. 1, of course.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
Try to stop. We are already not okay. Yeah, I agree. Now number 2.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Superstardom. God, I don't know. It's indescribable. I think it's supposed to look suggestive. I'm afraid it's meant for the ladies. I'm insinuating that I'm vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm sort of pulling it off, too, in a sad has-been kind of way. There is some charm to it. It's an expression of pain. 2? God, I don't know. It's indescribable.
You should check yourself for a pulse, because from here it looks like a cadaverous spasm.
Check for pulse, or I don't want to know. Let's check for a pulse.
You find no sign of life on your swollen neck. However, putting your hand on your chest reveals an irregular heartbeat. You appear to be alive, for now.
Okay, so I think I'm starting to understand. So yeah, there's obviously like a dice roll mechanism, it looks like, where we can try for things, but the odds may be, pretty low or high depending on our skills. It looks like in this case, we don't really have a very high chance of getting either of these. I kind of want to try one of the two, because I just kind of want to see what happens if we fail, right? Like does it ding us in some way or injure us in some way? So let's choose one of these two. 1, okay.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Okay, all right. So it doesn't seem like there's like a consequence for getting anything wrong. Okay, what else have we not interacted with so far? I am very curious about whatever that thing is and why we can't open it. Should I get my... We have a key, right? Oh, there's like a key in our pants. I mean... Oh. Key to room 1. What did I just... Okay, it doesn't look like I can just randomly use it or anything. Okay. Alright, let's look at our shoe. We're leaving the necktie? Did we decide we don't want the necktie? God, the way he walks is so funny. No tie, be free. Alright, let's do it. It's March. The year is 51. Disco wasn't even invented yet then, y'all.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
No, we got to go with this one. I want to learn more.
No.
She seems perplexed by your question.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Ooh, I like both of these options. What I do like our swagger, but I am curious to like learn more about ourselves. So like, I don't know, what do we think? But I'd be happy with either of these. Go with number 2. Okay, let's go with number 2.
Because you're a police officer, sir.
Oh no, we're a cop. I do not want to go with number 3. I You're shitting me.
I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time.
All this time?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
And what business is that?
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Why don't I remember being a cop or anything else? Who in their right mind would let me be an officer of the law? Try the expression on her. I like one or two. It's looking like it might be really hard for us to roll. I mean, even odds on this, we could try this. The odds aren't that low. What do we want? Do we want her? Do we want her physically, everybody? How do we feel? We did kind of think that we were a superstar earlier. Save her from us, we're gross. Okay, let's embrace the fact we're gross and go with first. Let's the second one, I mean. Let's embrace it.
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
A glib remark. Don't let it stand. Assert yourself.
Actually, I can see why they would entrust me with the law. I have the right character.
A fondness for contradictory statements.
No. I had thrown my shoe out of the window. I deduced this from the direction of the shards.
Extraordinary.
She pulls on her cigarette and nods. Let's try number 1, I'm curious. Why don't I remember being a cop or anything else?
Could it be because of the drinking? Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Goodbye.
All right. She's in this one. She's our friend. We're friends. Wait, what's this? Looks like she left a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking. This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trump Le Monde. Don't be afraid to say weird things. I didn't catch the rest of that, but I do like that they're encouraging us to be weird. This is where the lyrics should be. A big old karaoke mic just waiting for someone to sing into it. The speaker is connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static. Like McLadle's game, The Static?
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
Something tells me you don't like me.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Listen, I don't even need an empathy dice roll to know that he's being sarcastic. So we're just going to let him know that we
Am
know.
I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
I don't really want to go with number 3, but I'm down for number 1 or 2. Hostile room, more like it. Oh my god, I did all of those things?
You see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here.
What have I been doing then? Have you seen me around?
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
He looks down again and keeps plucking at the bird. Look at the stuffed bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
What happened to the bird?
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors, where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
I think we can intuit that this guy's a bartender. The menu has been wiped clean, only the word Monday is written on it. This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. Let's avoid doors and stuff for now. A sign reads, Mess Hall reserved for union members. Doors open 1600. I don't. Maybe those things are inside of here. Actually, let's go inside here then. If there's something in here we can grab, I want to check it out. Oh, this kitchen reserved for personnel. Okay.
Hello, sweetie.
The cryptozoologist's wife.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
She nods towards the man in the orange bomber jacket.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
We have to ask. Who is he to us?
He is your half-brother.
Ah.
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Let's try.
Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
Ooh. I like both options. Let's go with the unique option we got for trying that out. It is not yet time.
Okay then.
He processes the information, then disregards it.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
You mean him?
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
What interviews?
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
Let's just say we haven't, right?
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
I like option 3. Look, man, yeah.
Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree?
Dead body?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the answer to this question because I don't know if we removed the body from the tree. I guess I'll say yeah, very Inherent Vice. It is very Inherent Vice. Yeah. God, I love that movie. I love Inherent Vice. I don't like dead bodies, man.
But did you take it down from the tree?
3? Okay. We actually said 3 already. We said 3 already. No.
So the body is still in the tree.
Maybe.
This
We don't
is
know.
the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
7 days? The body's been hanging for 7 days. Every option here is pretty strong. My gut's not going with one in particular. Literally all of them, because 5, I'd be down to like kind of keep the story moving. I'd be down to use 1 through 4 to like learn more about what I'm supposed to be doing or who I am. So like, I'm super open-minded. If anyone has a strong opinion, I'll go with that strong opinion. Otherwise, I'm really quite happy either way, if I'm being honest with you. Whatever you all think is best. Okay. I'll go with my gut. We'll do what were we supposed to do? What were we supposed to do again?
Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down.
Yeah, I know. Let's get going.
After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
That's a good point. Wait, shouldn't I have a badge or something?
You mean you don't have a badge?
Oh man, number 2 is so much more fun. I have my badge. I'm a policeman and I have my badge.
Oh, if you didn't have your badge, then that would be very bad. You would need to report it on my shortwave. But since you do have it, we can go straight to the task at hand.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Alright, let's go talk to this guy again.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
He responds tersely.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
He looks to you, realizing he still doesn't know your name. I like this. This goes with our thing we got earlier. What is gold and orange like a forest fire, but smells like liquor?
Are you kidding me?
No, man. Help me out. What is gold, orange, and smells like liquor?
It's you. It's obviously you. You smell like liquor. And you're orange.
See? Everyone agrees it's your color scheme. We're on the right track with this name thing.
You like a Gart? All right. Me too. I like everything. I like everything in this game so far.
Is this what you get when you call the police now? We've been waiting for a week here.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
He takes a step back.
For a moment, the man fidgets under the lieutenant's gaze. Then he gives in.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, and hands it to the lieutenant.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
Who, me?
Mm-hmm. I have everything. You?
No, I'm good.
The body was behind the building, right? How do we get there?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
And how do we get there?
See that door there? Go out and turn right. There's a big hole in the fence. No need for a key. Just go through that hole and you'll be in the courtyard.
Are you supposed to feel guilty about the hole? His side tells you yes.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
As you blow this joint, behind you a whiny voice shouts.
Real mature, man. Real mature.
Oh my god, this game fucking rocks, dude. I love this. There's a couple more things in here I want to look at, and then we'll exit. The bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful, dark liquid is spilling out. A man is sleeping at the table, wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of his shirt reads, Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Lieutenant, who is this?
No idea. Looks like he works for Wild Pines, the logistics company who owns and operates the harbor.
Alright, but like, why is he like sleeping during the day, you know?
Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping.
The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
I don't need to wake this guy up. Okay, there's one more thing I wanted to look at. I wanted to see what the sign said. Summer door closed for the winter. Okay, alright. Okay, so we're supposed to go through that hole in the back. A heap of snow melts in the wheelbarrow.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
You sound surprised.
We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all.
I don't really think we have any questions for her yet. Hey, later. Pigs go home. guess there's the body, huh?
Kuno's got this.
The boy throwing rocks at the dead body can't be older than 12.
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy, Kuno!
Yells the other kid behind the fence. Hey kid, a word, police business.
Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
The children ignore you.
Love it in the dick.
Alright kid, listen. I know you're a kid, but come on.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Stop using slurs at my crime scene. That's not how we do it.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
I don't know if I want to hang out with a... I don't know if I want to hang out with a kid. But I am curious what he's talking about.
I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Right, no, electrochemistry. I gleaned that.
Yeah, Kuno, ride the lightning, Kuno!
Kuno's riding at sea.
He wipes sweat from his brow and sends another rock flying.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
This game's my new favorite book. Hey, look, I've got questions for you, man.
All right, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
The body. What do you know about the body?
Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno! Pig's choking! He's totally choking!
Hey Kim, help me out here. You know, what do we want to know?
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
You have no idea what the usual is. Just ask whatever comes to mind.
Hey, you know who he is.
Kuno's fuck gimp. Kuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice.
Fuck Gimp. You know, Caseyana and I, you know, we're not sure if we want to have kids or not, but if we ever were going to have kids, I do think that in an earlier conversation, we did say that Fuck Gimp was a pretty, pretty high on the list of possible names. So, of course, now it's in this game, so we can't use it because it would feel like we're just ripping this game off, but it is nice to see the name get some appreciation outside of, you know, our private conversations.
End of conversation. Very strong. You should be this stoic.
Do you know, like, who he was?
Kuno's fuck gimp. Kuno uses the fuck gimp.
End of conversation.
Oh, same.
Very
I didn't see
strong.
that was the same one.
You should be this stoic.
Do you know how it got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see this happen?
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Oh, okay. Where did you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking...
He looks around, trying to come up with something.
Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Isn't Night City the name of the city from Cyberpunk? Okay, about the dead body.
Yeah. Kuno didn't smoke him, if that's what you mean.
He draws snot up his nose. Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty Kuno.
More on this later. Right now, let's talk about something
You're
else.
testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost,
About this crime scene, you kids often play in this yard?
Right, pig? This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it?
I might have some questions later. For now, let's talk about something else.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
I gotta ask. I gotta ask. I gotta ask. Who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
The boy points to his chest with both thumbs.
Kuno. Primal. Violent.
Kuno sounds like something you'd call a rabid dog. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. Okay, hold on. These are all the options. Yeah, I like this. Kuno sounds like something you'd call a rabid dog.
Yeah, think about it. Think about that rabid Kuno shit.
Kuno did it. Mystery solved.
He seems glad someone understood what he was going for. But right as he's getting distracted, you hear a malevolent hiss from behind the fence.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
No. No.
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
I'm just going to leave.
Yeah? Get out of here before the Kuno beats the shit out of you.
We just dibble.
Yeah, that's right. Drag your fat ass out of here, fat boy, before Kuno fucks you.
Don't listen. Just go. The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
So he looks like us. Legendary? Low? Let go of your nostrils without throwing up?
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
Try to walk away. Let's be sure to come frame Kuno for something later.
Too late. It's impossible to keep in. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
Fucking corpse.
Keep it.
Keep it. The lieutenant hands you a blue checkered handkerchief. Thanks.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Okay, where do we get ammonia from?
There is Frit nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't...
He points to the greenhouse.
There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Okay. Let's go get some ammonia, and we'll come back here, and we'll continue our investigation.
You're back.
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
My partner told me you may have ammonia. Can I have some?
Sure. I'm done with it.
She takes a small capsule out of her breast pocket and hands it to you.
Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache. Of course.
I have to run.
I won't hold you back.
She wipes her brow with the canary yellow glove.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
One more thing. Can I borrow your gloves?
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
She's the nicest person we've met so far. I mean, Kim's pretty nice. Thank you. Miss Orange was pretty chill. She was pretty chill. I don't think she was our biggest fan. Ooh, what's this? On the ground. Well, let's look at the body again.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
The Gardner wins Time Person of the Year. Let's try it again, because we have the ammonia, right? Should I save really fast? Oh, I can't.
The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You manage to keep it in once. The second time, not so much.
Oh,
when
no.
the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
All right. I think I don't want to be a cop anymore.
Get a hold of yourself.
You feel the lieutenant pack your back rhythmically.
The weight is reassuring, like a crenel on solid fortification. Pat, pat, pat.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
Seriously, this isn't fun. I don't want to be a policeman anymore.
Okay, you've said it. You needed to say it. And now that you have,
He withdraws his hand from your back and looks you in the eye.
you need to get your shit together.
We got some really good options here. I'm going for 3, I think. I had this exact combo this morning with a kid, I'm guessing. I don't want to get my shit together.
Then the world will turn away from you and leave you behind.
Okay, that's sobering. With yourself? Okay.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses and effects.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Okay. We should look at these other things first, though, right? Don't you think? Well, what's the thought cap? Let's go look at our thought cabinet. Thought cabinet is T. Your shit is... Okay, problem. Your shit is apart. And it's rather unbecoming of a cop and a human being. It's supposed to be the opposite of that. Together. Compressed in a small area to achieve a solid level of shit compression. Squeeze your butt cheeks together for 30 minutes. Do something similar with the two hemispheres of your brain. Talk to people. Maybe that will help. A volumetric shit compressor is what we just got. This game is wild, dude. Oh wait, no, yeah. Is it still, do I still have the... Okay. Wait, weren't there like footsteps here a few seconds ago? Yeah.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Let's get an exact count on this, huh?
What do you think you are? A super detective?
Oh, that hurt my morale.
These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being.
What kind
Heavy
of boots?
workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard.
Okay, so that hurt our morale, but we do have... Yeah, okay. This kid's ladder is rickety, but still climbable. Someone is trying to grow herbs in this greenhouse. Thanks for the lurk, Blustery. This winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Why am I looking at this pile of the roofing material? It's a little low, though.
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack. Because it's nice and orderly, well-laid pallets, easy on the eyes. No, there's more to this. You get this strange feeling.
What feeling?
Hard to say. It's gone now. Feelings pass, you see. Especially the small ones.
Yeah, McLadle. We missed you at the start, but it was fun. The start is crazy, which you already know. But it's been really fun so far. I'm really, really enjoying it. I hope everything's going okay with the fire. A glossy magazine, most able-bodied men. This issue hosts a top 10 list. Jump Jams, a popular musique mag.
Welcome to Rivachol.
Racist lorry driver, announces the rotund man. The remark isn't addressed to you, it's addressed to the lieutenant. Hey, I know Rivachol. That's where we are. Oh, McLadle, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Be safe. If you need to come this way, you know you absolutely can, right? We got a place for you if you need to come here.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
You tell him.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Limbo. What's going on here?
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Rivachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
You tell him, Kim.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
I like the middle option. Well, I think we all learned something here.
I haven't learned anything I didn't know before.
Oh.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Now that that's settled, right? We have a couple of questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
Oh, thanks, K-John. And I am still willing to take requests, right? I'm just trying to, I don't want to sit on every option for too long. It's already going to be a long game, I think. But no, you're not, dude. You know you're not bothering when you throw suggestions out, right? Like I love it. McLadle, yeah, just stay inside, try to stay out of that bad air, and yeah. Like I said, head this way if you need to. Yeah, K-John, please do. And I'm not even gonna ask, well, I mean, I will ask sometimes, but for the most part, just consider it like open form. You can always throw an option out, always. What are you hauling?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up?
Apples.
Apples?
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
What was that argument all about?
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
Oh, so you're just a racist. Oh, that makes sense, yeah.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. Huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it.
He's not just a racist, y'all.
People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
Have you seen my character, dude? Look at my character. Which finger is it? Because I switched. Look at my character. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. You think this guy's we should be trying to live like this? Have you seen yourself? Huh? Have you seen yourself? Sorry, I got my screens reversed. Hey, I'm gonna stick with this. Yes, I can really tell you're a prime example of superior design.
Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources.
Okay. And
this concerns you, policeman, so you better be vigilant. The damn kips are showing up good lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other intruder species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
right. I've already made up my mind. Want to hear it?
Oh?
The man seems mildly disappointed that you don't want to hear more of his lecture. Yeah, I'm not down with this. So why don't you go fuck yourself?
Don't push your luck, runt.
The man gives you a disgusted look, then turns his attention elsewhere, ignoring your presence. Oh yeah, we never found our shoe. Whoops. I don't want to wear these yet. Wait, we gotta go find our shoe. Our room is... Oh, is that our shoe right there? We gotta get up there, y'all. We gotta get our shoe. It was the first thing we were supposed to do. Thanks, K-John. I like him too. I did him myself. That's why I didn't do the other hand. Something on the table. They are some pretty sleek shoes. The character kind of looks like me. Thank you, McLadle. Wow. Yeah, to answer your question from earlier, McLadle, I'm really, really enjoying this game a lot so far. It's very, very fun. It's really unique. Isn't there a woman in a wheelchair here? We can talk to her.
Hello, sweetie.
The elderly woman turns to you with a smile.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Who's, Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
Why, you are, Sweetie. Maybe I am.
And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
She smiles conspiratorially. Dude, these options are so good. I don't know. Are we gonna flirt with the cryptozoologist's wife? What do we think? I'm stumped on how to answer this one, if I'm being honest. I am stumped. Let's go with I don't really want to. Number 2? We're gonna flirt with the cryptozoologist's wife?
You rascal. I'm too old for you, and too married besides.
That was a good call,
Your
John.
advances haven't thrown her off one bit. In another place and time, she would have probably welcomed your attention.
Good call, K-John.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
She slaps herself on the forehead.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling.
This Lena is wacky enough for the Motley Crew. Hire her on the spot.
Wow. These are all good options. These are all good options. You seem to be in a chair is a very funny option. I'm kind of leaning toward that one. It feels like something that an idiot detective would say to try to sound like they're perceptive. You seem to be in a chair.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
Could I become a paraplegic?
I hope not. Although the work you are doing for all of us is quite dangerous.
Her eyes glimmer with admiration as she looks up at you.
Towering over her in your insignia, you make her feel safe.
I'm not sure I should be in this line of work.
You're a man at the peak of your physical and intellectual powers. You'll find another calling yet, I'm certain of it.
Well, thanks for clearing that up for me. Let's move on.
No problem.
She nods, smiling at you from behind her
There
glasses.
is no bitterness in her voice. She accepted the curiosity her condition inspires a long time ago.
Well, I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know who I am or where I'm going or doing or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
Her eyes follow your movement with some concern.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
I drank so hard I forgot literally everything.
Oh my. You
Takes a
know
moment
where
to-
we
sorry.
are, right?
We're in Revachol.
That's right. In a hostel called the Whirling in Rags, to be precise.
Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this?
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
We actually do know this. It's the spring of 51.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Oh yeah, we definitely do not know the answer to this. I like this idea of our character sort of maybe like hoping that whatever regime we're in is one that like benefits us in some way. So we're going with cop. We're living under the cop regime.
Actually, we are not. You could say that about almost any other nation, but not Revachol. Try it one more time, officer. What mode of government?
Damn it. I was really hoping it would be a cop world. Okay, well.
Exactly, dude, exactly. Some kind of democracy, maybe?
Nope. Sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market-driven.
If there's no government, how come there are cops?
Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the Revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
What is this revolution you mentioned?
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
But I'm a cop. Whatever it was hasn't stopped me.
Of course, sweetie. I really don't know how to explain it better.
I'm just a poor woman, she thinks. What do I know of these things? And how can I help you?
So, how did I do?
You were doing quite well up until the end there. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
She means this sincerely. Worrying won't do you any good.
Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
She turns to the lieutenant.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
How'd you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
I know. But there are also side mysteries, sequence killers, and forays into the paranatural.
I can assure you with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie.
Why? 3 heads are better than 2.
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down. Perhaps another time.
She turns back to you with a hopeful glint in her eyes. I've got to get going now.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
She gives you a small wave. All right, so I think we are able to move on in the game now. Kind green ape pen. A pen with a green ape head on one end. The ape has closed its eyes, a kind expression adorning its face. It seems to be meditating. We did this. Why is this still in our tasks? We accomplished this.
Volumetric ship compressor. Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
Okay. Okay. Right on. All right, let's go back to the body. I think we can. It looks like we can investigate the body again now.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
All right.
As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Do they always do that?
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Well, we're gonna want to inspect all of these things, so let's just start here.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them.
Yeah, Kuno was the kid. Yeah.
Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow.
What kind of boots are these?
They are armor, no boots. Technically speaking, these are sabatons.
Okay, all right. Okay, then what kind of armor is this?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the hill. Fairweather. Fairweather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
This is the same body as earlier. This material looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive.
The lieutenant draws a line in the condensation on the ceramic with his index
We've
finger.
requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How much are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Ka-ching, baby!
By catching, do you mean let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them?
What was that about the constabulatory before? You need to push some buttons if you want to recruit the lieutenant in a conspiracy.
I do not want to steal the boots. No, that's not what I meant.
Of course.
How could this man afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company, but that's just hearsay.
Initial
Just
report?
something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same.
Yeah, naturally. Yeah, of course.
He's not actually sure of that. He's just being tactful.
These look pretty advanced for a security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. Suddenly, your biceps coil up. Your elbow is sharp and cocked for a punch.
It's
Sounds
anything
fragile.
but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether. Like the scales of some ancient white monster, cracked and pearly.
So what happened to the rest of it?
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. Maybe he'll know something.
If you wear those pieces, it will help me protect your mortal coil.
Why does my mortal coil need protecting?
Yes, bullets will fly. They always do. And the coil is fleshy and mush and permeable. Cast it in ceramic shell. Resist death.
Maybe he was just wearing these boots and there is nothing, no other armor.
No, he must have worn something precious underneath his clothes. They've removed all his clothes to get to it. They did not just strip him for the putrid rags.
What if they told him to strip before they hung him, to demean him?
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties and the like. This one still has his underpants.
Thank God. Thank God for that.
Fucking talking about underpants.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
No, we don't do dangerous things.
The sabatons dangle off the cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. His torso covered in tattoos and extremities blotched pink and blue. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks to the thirst within you.
What was that, a word?
Vermilion, in yellow letters, along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion golden spirits lets you decipher the fading logo of the local brewery.
I should get a drink.
No, you should not get a drink. You should perform an initial inspection of the victim's corpse. We are on the rope part.
Okay, so what kind of rope is this?
Industrial strength. The kind used for tying cargo to lorries.
Like in a circus. When the circus leaves town and they tie a black-spotted giraffe to the wall of a carry pen.
Like in a circus. For transporting black-spotted giraffes.
No. More like in harbor. Like the one just east of here. I get the sense they used whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
Oh. We're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it, then.
The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
Well, my past has undergone total annihilation. Nothing remains. My mother, the love of my life, certainly not a briefing.
Okay, you should ask me for one the first moment we get.
In the meantime, they sure wanted him to stay here. That polyester seems strong.
It's not merely polyester. It's steel reinforced. See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see rabbits for more than 20 strands.
Rabbits.
This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed.
Like bunnies. On that note, how did they even get him up here?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
He points to the buckle, tying the belt to the branch above.
I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt. Buckle closes. It's what I would do. Seems easier than climbing up there.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars.
What will mine be marked by?
Alcohol and heartbreak. Your fist clenches suddenly.
It will be riddled with disco.
Decay is creeping on the tattoo. Already, most of the canvas that's holding it has darkened. Now, it disintegrates slowly, letting out a stink.
Ooh, what do we think? Chat, I'm gonna go to you on this one. 1, 2, or 3. I'm happy with any of them. I don't have like a specific yearning of what my character would say here. By the way, I love this game. I'm so psyched that we're gonna be playing this. I'm already really into this. Any front runners? Any strong candidates? 3? Let's go. Is this a national pattern?
Of no nation that I know of. If anything, it reminds me of religious illumination, last or penultimate century. Men who live harsh lives often turn to innocentic worship. But which one? I see no trace of a humanoid figure.
The pattern does not stir patriotic or religious sentiment in you. What it does is speak to the wounded, limping animal, the male in particular, unable to communicate in anything more than grunts. It's impossible to tell if its advice is right or wrong.
I'm missing something here.
So am I.
A sudden ringing fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears, some sort of camera.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
He produces 2 metal-capped ampules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
He points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. The lens needs adjusting. Then...
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
The lieutenant says and shakes the paper, letting it dry in the cold wind. On it, a color-perfect copy of the dead man's tattooed chest. Cool machine.
Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it?
So what do we need the photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. Here, a souvenir. Don't lose it.
The glassy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. Underneath the curdled meat there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below, inside, an expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy at the moment of his death.
This man enjoyed the moment of death.
Why do you think so?
It's an intuition.
Okay.
Tell me, who are you, dead man?
I'm gone.
I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
There's nothing funny about you.
There is nothing funny about jokes either.
Who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
Takes one to know one.
Go ahead, Coppo.
Why were you feeling pleasure when you died?
Maybe I was getting my rocks off.
So you were feeling sexual arousal when they were hanging you?
Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you?
Yes.
Captain Coppodromo. I fear we are drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. Let's go with a simpler question.
What is happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your...
Black, frothy liquid starts bubbling on his lips.
Imagination. Go ahead. Ask me more questions. You fucking love questions.
Why do I love questions so much?
Because you're a copperoony. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Give me a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up, copperoony Rooney. This is getting upbeat now.
Who killed you?
Love did me in, Brother Copo. It was love all along.
Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
What?
Looking at my face, motionless, looking into my eyes, standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
Because he told me to.
You're a lying sack of shit, Corpo. You're doing this because there is nothing else to do. Everything else is over. It's just me now.
Honestly, dude, I hate you. You stink
Do
and
I
you're boring.
remind you of someone?
A deep sea creature.
No, not quite. Be fair now.
A baby affected with harlequinism?
You sure I got out of that one? Coppellini.
Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
Where's that?
In the past. Way out in the west. Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
I'm squinting, Kim. Why am I doing it?
How should I know why you are squinting, officer?
His face and hands are pink. Thighs, too. The rest is greenish.
Oh. You are trying to assess lividity.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
I think he's dead.
I agree.
There are crow's feet in his eyes. He's laughing silently.
Totally dead.
Totally.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's beaten up, you know. There's
I
bruises.
do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal-like.
I don't know what to think. What do you think?
I think he was upright immediately after death. Blood has gathered in his hands and feet, and his neck. The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. That's what I think.
Yep. Seems like a lynching to me.
Everything here seems to corroborate that assumption, but we should still get him down before assigning a probable cause of death.
Ugh. Something's coming out of him.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he saying?
Talking about shit.
We got lucky.
Did we? I don't feel lucky.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
So, How do we get him down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
We've been...
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Yup. The preliminary examination is done. Let's just get him down from there.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
Seems like a lot of hassle. Let's not do it.
We are not getting him down already. Not getting him down is a task that's already accomplished. Sadly, it's not our job to keep him up there, but to get him down.
Can't someone else just do it?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
Exactly.
Someone
Call the
already
police.
did. You know who came? We did. Because we have made bad life decisions. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
Blustery, do you think we should go with number 2? Or was that number 2 for a previous question? I'm down to go with number 2. I'm leaning between 2 and 4. Okay. We could saw the branch.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Yeah. Yeah, either one of us could do it. We could use the kid's ladder on the side of the tree.
I don't trust that ladder. The assailants didn't use it. It's rotten and less sturdy than it looks. And I don't see another good way up there. Honestly, I prefer a non-acrobatic solution to this.
He looks around, then at you. Why?
Clown cops climb tree, fall down. Enraged cop assaults children after falling from tree. Cretin cop, they like that word, saws the branch he's sitting on, literally. Local children report corpse mutilation.
Send Kuno up the ladder. I like that.
Fuck yeah! Climb that shit, monkeys!
See, you're only making them do those things less.
You're right. The risks are too high and there are too many.
Yes. We should use acrobatics as the very last option, after we've tried everything normal.
Oh, these have got to be the most fucking boring multiple parts I've ever seen.
Maybe we could shoot him down.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
Kim is great. I'm with the chat on this. I really like Kim. I don't know, just like, just shoot up there maybe.
Yes, the buckle, where it ties the cargo belt to the tree. If the shot hits that, then there might be a small chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno.
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
That's kind of our character in a nutshell, I'd say. Wait. Let me try.
The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He appears too deep in concentration to even notice what you said. Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Shoot the motherfucker down.
He's gonna fucking
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
He feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight. Probably from a young age. Whatever you do, do not console him.
fucking idiot! Mookabat asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
What now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
I could try to shoot him down myself.
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks here. Go ahead, I'm not stopping you. Just don't hit the victim.
I'm gonna need your gun for this.
They only have one gun!
Oops.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Officer, why do we only have one gun?
The lieutenant follows suit. He finishes loading the gun in silence, then hands it to you.
Good call.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banani poika! Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth!
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Oh boy.
The
It
buckle
works!
explodes into tiny pieces, coming loose with a whir. With your hand numb from the recoil, you look at the body slump down. For a moment, the man appears to kneel in front of you, looking straight at you, helpless, trapped within itself.
Who killed you?
Communism.
It takes a millisecond for the association to flash within your cortex. You have no idea where it's coming from, only that it's right. Then the rigor in his muscles gives up, and he smashes sideways into the spring mud, letting out a horrid stench.
Hey, who's laughing now, you little shit?
Fuck you, Kurpale!
Yeah, up yours. You've been policed.
Ace is high.
The lieutenant raises his right hand, waiting for you to slap it. I'm fucking never gonna leave Kim hanging.
The lieutenant takes a little hop to perform the customary salutation. Your palm hurts from the slap. It's precise and down to the point.
I knew these guys were f***ed.
What now?
We will perform a field autopsy and determine the cause of death. But before... Excuse me.
He needs to turn away from the
It
corpse.
looks like I feel like taking a break from the stench. I'm sorry to interrupt the jubilations here. Just a little breather before we do the autopsy.
Wait. Field autopsy?
Yes, the 4 phases of a murder scene. 1. Investigation of the scene. I can't say I'm satisfied with that part yet. We should search for prints, maybe. And a trash container too. 2. Initial examination of the victim. We were pretty good in our efforts, and the autopsy will provide another chance. 3. Field autopsy. This will not be pleasant or easy, and it will have to be performed on the scene.
The fuck are they on about?
Cops are gonna cut his shit up next.
4 and final, transport of the coroner's case to the district morgue. I'll do that. God, this stinks.
Whoa, hey. Don't we have something else for an autopsy, like a doctor?
No, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain. From crime scene to autopsy to cleanup, we do it all.
I don't... Honorary
An
rank?
honor and a burden attached to your rank. Mine is lieutenant detective, unfortunately. I can't tell you how tired I am of this corpse.
He is growing truly tired of it. It's not merely moodiness. His tolerance limit is near.
I don't think I'm a detective.
With shooting like that? Of course you are. Your station would not have assigned you to this case otherwise.
All right.
In the meantime, we should try to interview Evrard Clare, the leader of the Union. Harbor property was clearly used in the hanging. The harbor just east of here. Getting in might prove a challenge, though. Or we could ask around for the representative of the logistics company. My initial information says the Wild Pines have sent some sort of strike negotiator to wrangle control back from Evrard.
You could ask the garden for directions.
Is this the famous list of initial interviews?
Yes. And those were the interviewees. Let's go.
I like the autosave. Let's do a real save as well, though, because we don't have one yet. Okay. Well, we are just about at that 3-hour mark, and I got to go take my dog on a walk. Abu needs to go to the park. So I'm going to start wrapping things up here. But I will say, this is a very, very cool game. And I'm excited to play more of it. I really like it. It's I think it's a neat game for our specific like chat community. Like we get really into this. Yeah, McLadle, since you haven't gotten very far in the game, hopefully watching it kind of scratches that itch. I will say that like since we're kind of all doing it sort of together, I know I took the lead a little bit on the talking, but I didn't want to like drag it out too much. But since we're kind of like doing it together, like anyone who hasn't finished this game, like feel free to finish it alongside me. It also feels like the kind of game that could benefit from like a repeat playthrough, right? You can play it a little differently if you want to. Oh, thanks, K-John. I'm glad you liked the pace. Anything else that needs to be said here? I don't think so. I'll say the typical things, which are, if you're not already part of the Discord, join the Discord. The Discord is the best place to get updates on McLadle's game that he's developing, the Static, as well as other things that he may or may not work on in the future. It's a great place to go if you want to get updates on when I'm streaming, when McLadle's streaming, when a few of our other friends are streaming as well. And if you don't already follow me on Instagram, all of those details you can find on my Twitch About page. I have other creative endeavors I'm working on. I just said that I'm in a band. You can follow us on Instagram as well. We're going to have some music out soon on Spotify and other platforms. And you can also follow the podcast I'm on. I do a podcast with a friend where we talk about corn, and we talk about movies, and we talk about movies that have corn in them. So it's called Pod on the Cob. We have an episode coming out in about a week, actually a week from today. So a week from today, we have another episode of that coming out. That's a bonus episode. We're going to talk about some 2024 things. And then at the end of this month, we have a really big episode of Pod on the Cob coming out. We're covering a movie that a lot of people have requested. So follow us on Instagram, give us a listen. It's always great to get support for all those other projects as well. Love streaming, love seeing you all. I'm going to put some music on, and we will wrap things up here. I will see you all on Monday. Next stream on Monday. All right? Bye, everyone. Oh, yeah, let me go ahead and pop some music on for us as well. Oh, I didn't know that you could zoom in and out. I wasn't trying to do that just now, but hey, there it is. All right, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. I will see you for the next stream. Bye.